Hello, I'm Karla Schaffer, and welcome to Senior Centers in Action. Each month, we will spotlight various events at Anne Arundel County's 7 senior activity centers. This month, we'll visit the South County Senior Activity Center for the 3rd Annual SPCA Day, and we'll talk to participants in the Not-So Newlywed Game. We'll also drop by the Arnold Senior Activity Center for their 4th of July crab feast later in the program. But first, volunteers keep the senior centers running with their time averaging out to a salary of $20 an hour. Without these volunteers giving freely of their time, our senior centers and the activities provided would be extremely limited. So how do we say thank you to our volunteers? Well, the Arnold Senior Activity Center has the perfect solution. Well, I'm here with Susie Koviak, who's the director of the Arnold Senior Activity Center, and we're here at the Annual Senior Activity Center breakfast, volunteer recognition breakfast at Arnold. So welcome, Susie.
Thank you. Nice to be here with you.
And I understand this year's breakfast has a theme.
It does. It's volunteers are the life preservers that keep us afloat. So we have a nautical theme to everything today.
And how are you recognizing the volunteers today?
We're recognizing by giving them breakfast, which is provided by the Department of Aging and Disabilities, and a little gift that everybody will get, and that is from our Arnold Seniors Incorporated, our nonprofit group, and we also will give everybody a volunteer appreciation certificate.
Yes, we've been eyeing the food. It looks really good. Now, can you tell us, you have a lot of volunteers here. What are some of the tasks that they do? What are some of the jobs?
Volunteers, they do pretty much everything around here, but the big jobs are they serve on our advisory council and our nonprofit board. They work at our front desk, they help with nutrition, they do gardening, water the plants, they make baby quilts and lap robes that are donated to area hospitals. So it's a little bit of everything, help set up for parties and events that we have. We have a semi-annual flea market that people price and sort and sell the wares, so it's a little bit of everything.
So they really do keep you afloat.
Oh, absolutely. We could not do it without them.
And Susie, do you have anything exciting coming up in August?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we're doing what we call a grandparent special. The Maryland Zoomobile will be here on August 9th at 1 o'clock, and grandparents are invited to bring their grandchildren with them, school-age grandchildren, and they're going to be talking about endangered species and bringing animal volunteers with them to the center. And then I think they call them animal ambassadors. And then on August 12th, we're having our annual picnic at Kurt's Beach. That will be at 10:30. And we do that in conjunction with Annapolis Senior Center, so it will be Annapolis and Arnold.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to talking some more with some of the volunteers to hear a little bit more about what they do here at the Senior Center.
Great, thank you.
Well, I'm here with Joan Rich and Paul Rittenhouse. They're two of the volunteers here at the Arnold Senior Activity Center. So welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us, how long have you been coming to Arnold Senior Center, and how long have you been volunteering?
You go first.
Okay, I've been coming here for about 12 years, and I wasn't here very long before Susie grabbed me and asked me if I wanted to be on the advisory council. So I served on the advisory council, and then we formed the board, the nonprofit organization that now kind of runs the money-making enterprises here at the Senior Center, which is Arnold Seniors Incorporated. And so I was very much involved in the incorporation process.
And for those who are unfamiliar with the Advisory Council, could you tell us a little bit about what you do there?
Well, the Advisory Council now is kind of quiet because the Incorporated Board has taken over most of those responsibilities. What we do is we meet monthly. We have our center director who meets with us. We go through ideas for things to raise funds to support the Senior Center because the county budget doesn't permit a lot of the extra activities and the extra items that we need here in the center for the welfare and the enjoyment of our members. So we meet monthly, we come up with projects, we sponsor our semi-annual flea market, which is our major money raiser, and we also support our trip committee, which is another one of our money raisers in which we have monthly trips for our seniors.
And Paul, what kind of activities have you been involved in?
A little outside work, gardening, etc. And I'm one of those multi-purpose type, and I do the council meetings. And can't think of anything else offhand. I just pitch in wherever they need me.
Paul is here every day and helping out every single way he can positively think of. He's one of the many volunteers we have around here that this center could not operate without.
Well, thank you. I'm a little embarrassed.
No, well, this year's theme is volunteers keeping us afloat, right? And we understand that you really do keep the senior center afloat.
I try to help, that's all, you know.
And now you mentioned the flea market. I know that that's coming up. Do you have any other projects that you two are working
When
on?
we do the flea market, they have a silent auction too, where various members get people to businesses in the area to sign up to donate something for the silent auction. That raises money too.
Yes, that will take place in October. We do another one generally in May. And those, as I said, are our primary money raisers. We also have activities around the center for our seniors that our director, Susie, is sort of in charge of putting together, such as movie days, where we get not quite first run, but almost first run movies to show and have popcorn and spend the afternoon doing that. A number of interesting speakers, musical activities, special lunches for special times of the year. And we're having a crab fest next week in celebration of the 4th of July, that sort of thing.
And you two received a couple of certificates as well as some other goodies to recognize your efforts. How do you feel about being recognized today for all of your hard work?
It's great to be appreciated. It's always, and I feel honored. You do your volunteer work, you don't really expect anything for it, but it's great. It's wonderful.
It's very nice. I'm not sure what I do deserve that delicious breakfast we just had, which was wonderful. But there are so many people who help out here, and I know it's important for Susie and Aretha, our staff members, to have that kind of support.
Well, we know that the Senior Activity Center here in Arnold is very lucky to have the two of you. So thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thing?
Of course you can.
We both appreciate Susie and Aretha for all they do.
Absolutely.
They get a lot of grief, but they also do a great job.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Leola Brown, who I understand has been a regular at the Arnold Senior Activity Center for quite some time.
Yes, I've been here almost 26 years now. I was the site manager for 24, and I enjoyed so much I came back to volunteer.
That's excellent, Leola. Can you tell our viewers and listeners some of the things that you do in your volunteer activities?
Well, I help to carry trays to the people who can't come when necessary, but basically I'm at the front desk answering phones, helping people sign up for classes, and giving general information about what it takes to join the center and what our classes are.
So really continuing your work here at the center from what you did before.
Yes.
And how do you feel about being recognized today?
I think it's a good thing to let people know you appreciate it, but that's not the basis I do it. I do it because I love people. And I hope people love me.
They do. I think they love having you at the center, and they have for so long. Well, thank you very much for your service, Leola.
Bye-bye.
The Volunteer Recognition Breakfast was enjoyed by everyone who attended, and we want to thank our volunteers once again for their dedicated service. Well, the South County Senior Activity Center went to the dogs on June 26th, or rather, the dogs went to South County. It was the center's third annual SPCA day, with SPCA bringing several senior dogs to the center in hopes of finding them new, loving homes. Not only did the SPCA bring some of their dogs, but some of the center's members brought some of their own pets to enjoy the day as well, and maybe even make some new friends. In addition to the SPCA, Canine Companions for Independence visited the center to talk about their program, which trains dogs specifically to aid and assist those with disabilities. These dogs are highly trained to help their owners do everything from carrying groceries to picking up small objects. The dogs won't even chase after their favorite toys without permission. These service dogs have helped many of our area residents, but there is a waiting period involved to find just the right match. If you're interested in getting more information about Canine Companions for Independence, call 1-800-572-BARK, that's 2275, or email info@cci.org, or visit their website at www.cci.org. Now, just because it's summer, that doesn't mean that things slow down at the Anne Arundel County Senior Activity Centers. The month of August is full of activities at the various centers, so have a look at our senior center calendar for what's coming up in your area. Do you remember the classic game show, The Newlywed Game? Well, the show has been on the air in various versions since the late 1960s, but the South County Senior Activity Center has put a new spin on an old classic. So we're here today at the South County Senior Center, which is in Edgewater, and this is the director, Sharon Poet.
Hi, Karla.
Sharon, can you start off by just kind of telling our viewers and listeners a little bit about what the South County Senior Center does?
South County Senior Center has a whole variety of activities, physical fitness classes, enrichment classes. We sponsor classes through Arundel Community College. We have our summer sessions starting the week of July 8th, and there are still openings in our classes, so check out what we have to do, have planned. It's a lot of big variety of classes. Please come and join us.
And today we're here for the Not-So Newlywed Game. So can you tell us a little bit about the background of this and how it came to be?
Yes, this is the third time around of doing this. Lots of fun. Denise Miller, who works with me, planned it and carried out the whole planning process of it. A takeoff on the program from years ago of the Newlywed Game. Mm-hmm. And the idea is to incorporate our members and just to see how much they know or don't know about their spouses.
And we have 4 couples who will be contestants today. Right. And how are they chosen?
Basically, whoever was willing to do it.
You didn't have to bribe them at all?
Not that I know of. We did not bribe anybody, but I think they actually have heard how much fun it actually can be, so they're willing to take part.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to seeing it.
Good. I'm sure it'll be lots of laughs. It has certainly been in the past, so I think it'll be great.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Let's start with couple number 1, who they've dubbed as There's Never a Dull Moment. Kevin and Edie Craddy, come on down.
I think that we're going to fail miserably. Not that we don't know a lot about each other, but he always thinks the opposite of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to try to answer the questions the way I think he would respond. So this should be quite interesting.
Your husband is A, buffed, B, stuffed, C, a little rough, and D, doesn't have enough. Let's start with the Craddies. We got.
You did say upper body.
Upper body. Yes, we did, and I clarified that several times. Okay, so are we buffed, stuffed, a little rough, or doesn't have enough?
I said a little rough.
She said stuffed. Stuffed. I don't know. Couple number two, who we have dubbed the Feds. This is Bob and Dixie Doyle.
Well, thankfully, Denise said there will be no questions on Whoopi, which is what was one of our concerns. But no, we think we probably will do okay, but we're not really sure. So
true. Let's see. My expectations are that we will be embarrassed.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What do you think is the most your wife has ever paid for a pair of shoes?
$150.
Bob said 40. Wait a minute.
This is a woman who would like to get 2 pairs for 40 and pay less. So.
And we'll learn a lot about each other.
Yeah, I think that probably says it all. Yes.
The young lovers, Ted and Susan Armour.
We're going to handle it like a couple of champs. That's what's going to happen. We don't. Yeah. Go ahead.
What he said.
If you make a romantic dinner for your wife, what would she most like on the menu? A, steak and potatoes. B, shrimp and pasta. C, chicken and salad. And D, spaghetti and meatballs.
Chicken and salad.
Chicken and salad, all right.
You're going to be the winner?
Absolutely.
What? I've never won anything in my life.
And last but not least, and it looks like backed by popular demand, because they called them round two, been married twice. I thought they had been here before. Well, who hasn't been married twice? Okay. Alan and Heidi Cameron.
Oh, we're going to win. We're going to win. It's definitely.
We're very optimistic.
I'm going to throw a 100-yard pass, hit a home run, a grand slam, you know.
He's a real sportsman.
On the other hand, she'll probably bet a big zero.
Yeah, right.
We've only been together for the last, 2 weeks now?
20 years. And 2 weeks. No, it'll be 20 years. Well, I won't say that. Maybe that's a question.
Yeah. Well, please ask that question. I got that date in my head.
Ladies, which drawer in the kitchen would your husband say the knives are kept?
Well, they don't give me knives at the house. But if I was going to say the middle top drawer of the cabinet, where we keep the knives and forks and spoons.
What does she say?
Drawers left to fridge.
It's 2 drawers over from the rest of the refrigerator. If you're looking towards the cabinet, if you're looking away, you're on your left-hand side, not your right-hand side.
I don't think that's the right answer.
Is there a lawyer in here?
All right, if we can get all of the computers and calculators going over there, we can figure out if we have a winner. The Doyles. All right. 60 and 5. The Finch.
All right, I'm here with Dixie and Bob Doyle, who are the winners of today's Not-So Newlywed Game. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was fun. It turned out to be a lot of fun. So, and here's a picture of where we'll be going.
Yes, can you share with our viewers what you won today?
We won it's called Junglewood. So
it's a B&B in Pennsylvania, and it's the B part of it is a tree house that somebody's built. Yes. Yeah, never. So it looks very nice.
On a lake.
And the only problem is you have to need a rope to get into it. No, I'm just kidding. No, looks like there's stairs right here. So.
And so since we're still on our honeymoon, I told him he could carry me up the stairs to relive that wonderful day.
Did you have any favorite questions today?
I think I liked the question about where you were given 4 choices of what sort of home improvement person you were, and I picked the answer number. The last answer was clueless, which was clearly the right characterization for me.
That's cute.
So clearly, being honest helped today.
We did say, let's be totally honest. Just hopefully they'll match up, and it did most of the time, I think.
And my favorite question was, what was your favorite room in the house and why? And so I love my happy room upstairs, and because it's neat and I know where everything is. I know where the remote to the TV is. It's never,
It's the only place in the house like that.
Right.
Now,
and the polar opposite of my office at my home office. Yes.
Now, how long have you two been married?
We got married in October 2004.
Okay.
Coming up on anniversary 9.
Any advice for anyone else out there on how to have a happy marriage and be successful not-so-newlywed game contestants?
I guess communication, always honest and open, full communication, as full as you can.
I think laughing together helps a lot too. We have a lot of fun together. We just enjoy each other's company, so yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, you two, and you'll have to let us all know how the tree house is.
We'd love to. Thank you.
Thank
all right.
you.
So congratulations. You didn't win, but you played the game very well. So what are your thoughts post-game?
It was super fun, and we did much better than I thought we would.
Yes, I agree. We had more agreement than disagreement, which is unusual.
Yeah.
Were there any questions that surprised you, or what was the funniest question that was asked today?
I think the one about what's the most unusual gift that he ever gave me, which was a vacuum.
But I didn't consider a vacuum to be what was the most weird gift, I think.
Yeah,
is what
weird.
It was. Yeah, weird, yeah.
Ted thought it was practical.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was probably the toughest question.
Yeah, I think I remember you trying to think, what have I given you? A gift. I need to come up with a gift. So how did you do differently than you thought you would, or how were your expectations? Did they change?
Yeah.
I was surprised that we were in sync on so many things.
Me too.
Yeah.
We sounded confident when we first were interviewed, but it was all a bluff. But now it seems wonderfully predictive that we had a good time. So.
Yeah, I think at least I was under a bit of a handicap because, like I said, if you know, we knew each other as teenagers. Then we didn't see each other for 30 years. And so trying to think about our initial meetings and the things we did then and now, which one are we thinking about? Yeah.
Right. Like the first argument question. Do you mean the first time around or the second time?
Right.
Right. And we weren't even in the same schools when we were together. So those were almost all fun times. And I guess they're all fun times now.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Well, that's such a unique story and a fun story. So thank you both for being on the show so much today. How did you think you guys did today? You were very strong competitors throughout.
I thought we did great. I was pretty impressed by our answers, except I'm a little disappointed that he still doesn't realize that I don't like to cook.
Yeah, I got that. We had fun. It was a good time. I thought we did better than we did. We came in last place.
You did?
We did.
You know what I think it was? It was that bonus question at the end because that was worth 5 points.
It was. It was fun, though.
That's all right. I still love you.
We had a good time.
Did you find anything new out about one another today?
I don't think so. I didn't.
No, I would say not.
No.
I know how much you spend on your hair. I know how much you now want to spend on shoes.
I was thinking to myself, those questions are going to get someone in trouble whose husband doesn't know how much they spend on their hair or their shoes. Did you have any favorite questions today?
I think the worst gift was my favorite.
The worst gift. I'd say the worst tool, which is funny. The tape. But
going back to that worst gift, what was your thought process behind getting your wife olives and an atlas for Christmas?
she likes olives and she simply doesn't know where she's going.
So it was a useful present, if not romantic.
It was practical. It was going to get used.
Do you have any advice for any future contestants?
I don't know, just have fun and be honest.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Just don't overthink it. Yeah.
Well, thank you two so much for coming down here today and for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
How are you doing, guys?
Great.
We're doing good, thank you.
Well, I think you were one of the most comedic couples up there. You were a lot of fun to watch today.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
That's because
I
of
rehearsed
him.
for weeks after that.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I didn't have any idea that it was going to be like this. It was
No.
we just thought we were going to be up there and doing a thing with everybody. You know. It was fun. Enjoyed it.
And we found out a lot of things.
Yeah, she wears a size 8, right?
You got that one right.
Yeah, I did get it right.
Yeah, you came in second place today. Is that what you expected? Or?
No, I wanted to be first. Come on, you know.
So what's your favorite question that was asked today, or what took you by surprise?
Actually, nothing really. I mean, I don't have one that really. Yeah, a couple of them felt kind of stupid trying to answer them, though. You know, especially
Or
if
the
you
multiple choices. Sometimes it was like getting down to one or two. I mean, 2 or 3 at the
I
end.
mean, I could see her with the steak and potato or the shrimp and the pasta, you know, when we go out. So I don't know, you know, I'm thinking, well, is she going to say this? Is she going to say that, you know? So I guess
It's too bad you can't say surf and turf.
Yeah,
There
that
you
would
go.
work.
There you go.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it. It's
Yeah, and we
fun.
got to know a lot of the other contestants, which was I got to know them even better.
That's a really fun part about all this. Well, thank you two so much for being on the show today.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed
Well,
it
thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm back with Sharon Poet after the conclusion of our Not-So Newlywed. Sharon, that was hilarious. Did you come up with the questions today, or?
Actually, no, I had mentioned that Denise Miller, who actually works with me, did the whole planning, and she did. She came up with the questions. I think you would probably agree they were pretty tricky, weren't they?
They were very tricky. As I was sitting out there in the audience thinking to myself, would I know the answers to all of these questions? And I don't think so. Yeah, it was definitely a challenge.
My husband and I did it the first time around, which was probably 4 years ago, and we were absolutely terrible. I mean, I think it was almost hilarious how little we obviously knew about each other. So
Yeah, but that's the fun part of the game,
it is.
too.
It certainly is. It's certainly good for a laugh.
And it seems as though the couples learned some new things about each other today.
I certainly think so. I mean, it was just amazing.
And for all of us in the audience, we had a great time. Can you tell us about some more events that are coming up soon?
Sure. In August, on August 7th, we're having a magician. He's called Tom Lilly, and he has his favorite character called Wonder Bunny. He's coming at 1 o'clock on August 7th, and we're inviting our seniors, our members, to bring their grandchildren, because it's really a show geared for grandchildren and kids in general, so I think they would greatly enjoy it. And another event on Wednesday, two weeks later, August 21st, we're doing a picnic for our members, calling it All American Fare, hot dogs, hamburgers, the whole bit, watermelon, so that should be lots of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And you always have such wonderful events down here and such a strong membership. So
we do. We have a wonderful fundraising group here who supports our events, and we have wonderful members who are great at attending. Our audience today was fabulous. It was almost standing room only, and we really appreciate it.
It was. Well, we look forward to coming back this summer for more fun, Sharon.
Oh, I can't wait to have you back. Thanks.
Thank you. We want to congratulate the Doyles once again for knowing so much about each other, and thank all the participants and those who attended. It was a fun event for everyone. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of Senior Centers in Action. Be sure to join us again in August, and we'll visit more of Anne Arundel County's senior activity centers to see how they're keeping their members in action. We'll leave you now with the sights and sounds of Arnold Senior Activity Center's 4th of July Crab Feast. I'm Karla Schaffer, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, say does that star-spangled